Hello there all, I hope everyone is doing well today. So today we will be going over peer review for the research positions paper, or the RPP, which will be done online through Blackboard. And I will also be giving you the writing prompts for the final reflection letter or the cover letter for the portfolio. And that is pretty much what I'll be doing today. So firstly, let's go through materials for today. So the Google Slides PowerPoint that I'll be going through today, or the Google Slides show, will be under Lessons. And it will be at the bottom of the page. And it's the peer review and final reflection letters. So this has everything that you'll need for the RPP and final reflection letters. So I will go through that first. Okay, so items for May 5th, 2020. The first thing that you're going to want to do is, so here's what we'll be going through today is the portfolio reflection cover letter, the peer review for the RPP, and also a few reminders. So the due dates and a few reminders, which can always be found on the syllabus under the syllabus tab, is that peer review is to be completed by Tuesday. The final draft of the RPP is due on Tuesday, May 5th by midnight once peer review is done and completed. And then resubmissions of past papers are also due on Tuesday, May 5th by midnight. And portfolios are due on this Thursday, May 7th by midnight. And again, no extensions, no exceptions, there's just not room in our schedule for that. So make sure you get everything in on time. So how should I submit a portfolio? You should already have a new Google Doc with all your stuff in it to include the following: the diagnostic essay, the oratory unit, which includes the oratory analysis essay on the JFK speech. And you can also include transcripts from your presentation if you desire in this unit. And then for the issue proposal, make sure you have everything including pre-writing, drafts, paper reflection, and final draft. Same thing for the annotated bib and the mapping essay. And then you should have the final research paper. So the final research paper is the RPP, just for clarification on that. Any peer review materials you may have, typed writing labs, make sure you type your writing labs. And discussion boards can be included. You can always copy and paste those into your document if you want to include those, but it's not required. And lastly, the final reflection letter or cover letter for the portfolio. And again, it's really up to every student's responsibilities to have backups of all files, including drafts, final drafts, peer review, etc. So if you don't have copies of those, I'm afraid you're just out of luck, and you'll just have to include what you have. Anyway, important links. Here are the RPP paper guidelines that are right there. And then going to online format has details pertaining to portfolios, and you can always click on that. So moving on to peer review. Peer review for the RPP will take place on Blackboard under the online peer review tab. Once your own draft is posted, then find someone else's and review their draft in exchange. Post your own draft into a Google Doc and share the link. Feel free to reach out to your peers via email to communicate and partner up with someone. Again, peer review is an excellent way of receiving feedback before handing in your paper, so please be sure to not skip over that step, because you're just doing yourself a disservice if you're skipping that step. So make sure to do peer review before you hand in your paper. So here are the peer review RPP questions that you should be answering on the discussion board, which I will shortly go over, but first I just want to go through this Google Slides. When performing peer review, please answer the following questions. Does the writer fully explain their issue within the introduction? Is the thesis statement in the right place? Do you think any improvements are needed? Now take a look at body paragraphs. Do the reasons include I'm going to have to fix that, but are there any improvements that can be made? What about the evidence provided within the paragraphs? Are there quotations included from sources? Are in-text citations correctly formatted? Are there any improvements needed on the conclusion? Please take a look at the rebuttal section of the paper. Are there any improvements needed? Is the counterclaim present and then accurately described? If needed, review the notes on the RB under Lessons on Blackboard and the paper guidelines. How is the grammar, mechanics, spelling, and punctuation? Is there a works cited page present? And is it correctly formatted according to MLA guidelines? And of course, you want to answer these questions as you're doing peer review, and you want to make sure, is there a works cited page present? And is it correctly formatted according to MLA guidelines? So why writing portfolios? Since the 1980s, writing portfolios have become an increasingly popular form of student assessment in composition courses taught in colleges and universities, especially in the US. The purpose of a writing portfolio is to demonstrate a writer's improvements and achievements. Portfolios allow writers to collect a body of writing in one place and to organize and present it in an effective, attractive format, giving the instructor a view of a student's writing that focuses more on the complete body of work than on individual assignments. So when compiling individual items in the portfolio, students reflect on their work and measure as they progress. As they do so, they may improve their ability to evaluate their own work. Anyway, here are the final reflection letter questions. So after you're done with peer review, this is also something that you should be working on. You will spend the rest of the time constructing a portfolio reflection cover letter. Use the following instructions to help you do so. Begin the letter by addressing it to Dear Readers. After Dear Readers, you will write a short, informal letter that reflects on your writing this semester. This goes within your portfolio document. Be sure to address the following prompts in your letter to your portfolio readers. How did you feel about your writing process at the beginning of the semester? What were some of your biggest writing challenges? How did you approach or address these challenges? In general, did you see your grades improve? Why do you think your grades improved or not? Which was your best essay and why? What was the biggest, most significant change that you made this semester in your writing? Describe the peer review process. What did you find most helpful? What grade do you think you deserve in the course and why? And then finally, congratulations, you're close to the finish line. Once you complete peer review and the portfolio cover letter, be sure to keep working on your portfolio that is due on Thursday. Again, the RPP is due on Tuesday. Jeez, sorry for the train in the background, but the RPP is due on Tuesday by midnight. And just as a quick reminder, if you need a sort of reminder of how to do the rebuttal, that is under RPP reasons and the rebuttal. And also, it can be found under the final research positions paper. This is all the assignment information that we have. So if you need a link to the guidelines, here are the RPP guidelines and also the rubric and the paper sample. And as always, if you need a sort of overview of lessons, you can always go under videos and look at all my videos that are on here. You can also go under the Lessons tab and find all the PowerPoints from the semester. So if you need materials you need to review and study, they're right there for you. Okay, so I have set up the online peer review. So what you're going to do is go to our Blackboard page and go under online peer review. And the prompts are here. So what you're going to do is go under the RPP peer review, and then you will create a new thread. And then I am going to go to Google over here. And what you do is, let's say you need to start a new Google Doc. All you do is go under the little squares here and go under Google Docs. And then you want to hit blank document. So you can sort of put your name at the top. And then let's say that, you know, you have your draft body here. And then make sure that you name the document. I'll just put this document 2 here. So you have to make sure you name the document, otherwise it won't save to your drive. And then once you're done with that and you want to share your draft, all you do is go into share. And hit anyone at Jamestown Community College can view. So you want to make sure that is checked marked in your browser. And then once you're done with that, you click hit get shareable link and click on that. And then all you do is copy and paste the link. Make sure that you include that. Then you hit submit. And then what you do from there, let's say that you want to respond to someone else's draft. So then what you do from there is hit reply. And then you go back into Google Documents and make a new document. And then from there you can sort of copy and paste the questions. So let's say that I am peer reviewing someone else's draft. All you do is copy and paste the questions into a Google document. Make sure that you answer all these questions. You can sort of space them out for yourself. Answer the questions, reply to someone else's draft. Okay, so once you're done with that, all you do is do the same exact thing. You're going to hit share. Make sure anyone at JCC can view. And then hit get shareable link. And then let's say that you want to share your feedback with your peer review partner. All you do is copy and paste the link. And then you hit submit once more. And that is pretty much how you do peer review. So once you're done with peer review, let's say you want to work on reflection letter stuff, which of course the questions can all be found right here. And last but not least, I do want to show everyone that the Dropbox is up. So once you're done with peer review, final reflection letters, you have peer review done, everything. For some reason, the Dropbox won't let me put it at the bottom, so it is what it is, unfortunately. Blackboard sometimes just does random things, but the RPP Dropbox is right here. So once you're done with peer review, final reflection letters, everything else, you go into the RPP Dropbox. And you can upload from my computer. And you can also upload from Google Cloud Storage. Anyway, I believe that is it. I have gone over all the items for the portfolio reflection cover letter. I have shown you how to do peer review. And I have reminded you of things that are due. And also that resubmissions of past papers are also due on Tuesday, May 5th. That's tomorrow by midnight. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. And I believe that is all the items for today. And again, if you need the RPP paper guidelines, they can be found right here. And here are the guidelines. Thank you all so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day.